Welcome back. Welcome back to Amari the Great. I'm Amari the Great. This is Amari the Great. Let's just stop this right now. We're going to take two on this. Boop. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Amari the Great. This is Amari the Great. And today I have a special video for you guys today. We're doing another Love Don't Judge. So without a further ado, and hopefully no more technical difficulties with my tongue. No pun intended with that one. We're going to check it out. You guys seem to like it, and I'm interested in seeing what this one is about. The title of this one is called My Ex-Husband Was Sleeping With My Dad. So y'all can do what y'all want with the information in the comments. I want to get y'all engagement, so start talking to me. I'm a yapper, as my man tells me. So let's start a convo about some of these topics that we'll be covering. Okay? Let's begin.
When I found out that my dad and my husband at the time were sleeping together, I felt betrayed. My ex-husband gave me HIV.
I never knew that social media could be so brutal.
They make me feel like I am a walking disease. My mom was there when the doctor told me that I was HIV positive.
I was devastated.
You go your HIV medicine. She told me she was.
Let's continue.
HIV positive maybe a week or two into us dating.
I knew I needed to tell him before I met him in person. I was nervous that Brendan wouldn't want to be with me.
I was already in love with her from like the first interaction, so it didn't bother me.
As long as you're taking your medicine every single day, you can live. It helps with my immune system so that it will be 0% chance for me to give my partner HIV or even pass it down to my children. Side effects that I personally received was short memory loss. It did cause me to have anxiety and depression. I am currently on meds as well for that. I know the side effects can be very scary, but I'd rather have side effects than to be dying. But he was the cutest. I told Brendan in the first month of us dating, if he was serious, prove it. And he did just
That's
that.
intense.
Where your tattoo at?
Already, this is going off on a very intense start. Thank God to modern medication and modern technology and all of the herbalists and all the good and I guess just good and humanity, like those type of doctors that you're just like, you know what, those doctors that just like, you know what, if I were to get a checkup every year, knowing the fear and knowing all the hype around bad doctors and doctors that do all the stuff that you hear in the horror stories of TikTok and Instagram and them twerking and sharing your information and laughing about your situation, you coming in there for help and you're having an emergency or you're having an issue and they're making light of it and joking about it like it's entertainment. And, you know, thank goodness for modern advances in technology, but like the two bombshells that just hit here is her diagnosis for one, and for two, the fact that, you know, it was the betrayal in that aspect. It's like life happens and people do betray you outside of your control. And things happen and you just have to be as strong as possible, because having these types of diagnoses can definitely do something to your mental for sure. So they are a strong couple for being able to stay strong and stay grounded together. You know, I mean, it seems like to some people, this man could be a simp for tattooing her name. A lot of people tattoo their husbands and their boyfriends and their boo things, their names all over their bodies, even on their faces. So that would be the only thing that would be common, like the tattoo of the name. The tattoo of the name is like a common thing. It's been done for years and years and years and years. You guys know somebody right now that has 2-3 different names on their bodies. And that in itself is insane. So, you know, we can't judge people for, like, that, what this show is about. We can't judge people for their circumstances. Thank the universe that these two people are still here and they're still strong and still kicking it, mind, body, spirit, and soul. This is not easy to be able to tell the world. There is so many things, not even to this magnitude, I would never tell people, just because I want to be a private person. What I put online is what I put online, and my private life is my private life. And I intend on keeping that separate. And when you start mixing too much of the two together, it's blurred. You know, you have to keep them separate. Oil and water, keep them separate. So they're brave for this, for sure. I mean, more power to them. That's all I can really say at this point. But let's continue. We still got 10 minutes. So come on, y'all.
To find love after HIV. It's not easy at all because so many people are uneducated about it. You have to tell them, hey, I'm HIV positive and hopefully you accept me. But if not, I gotta try again. This is our wedding photo and this is my beautiful family. My ex-husband is the person that gave me HIV, who knew he had it, and he had it for many years. I was 19 years old and just had a baby. This is actually my favorite photo of us. This is when we was in the beginning of our happy place, even though I didn't know he was living a double life. It's never easy to talk about how
And there's the betrayal. I am so sorry that this happened to this woman. I'm sure this happens to a lot of women and men all over the world. And I apologize to all the people that have gotten infections and diseases from people that they loved and trusted the most, you know, through betrayal. You know, there's a lot of circumstantial reasons that people end up having a lot of infections and diseases, and you know, it's a case-by-case situation. But this particular instance of betrayal from her ex-husband like that, and the fact that she used the term double life and stuff, and this person knowingly knowing that they had this, and deciding to withhold information and put not only the mother, you know, in harm's way in her health, as well as the baby. I just don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I think that's very selfish. I think that's deceiving. And again, this happens to millions of women and men all over the world, that they go through these issues of betrayal, and maybe not to this magnitude, but this is very serious. And I just feel like she is a very, very strong woman for going through this. And again, I'm going to keep saying this throughout this video, and you might even get tired of it, but she is a brave woman for being able to get through this. I just feel like this is not easy to come forth with. It's not. Like, we all have embarrassing moments. We would never tell anybody. But this is just something that's, you know, I don't think I could have the strength. And she is a warrior for real. Like, you have to give flowers and credit where credit is due with this woman and this couple. But I can't imagine. I can't imagine. And I know that there's other people like her. It's sad. It's very sad. So this is a hard one, y'all. But this is the reality of life. So we have to get through this. We can't sugarcoat. We can't soften the blow. We have to tackle these things head on, because these are people out here that do malicious things, and they'll be the closest people to you. So I guess that's the message of this, you know, but there's also a silver lining too. It's not over until it's over. Remember that.
My dad introduced me to my ex-husband. My dad said this is one of his friends. Everyone knew that I was the preacher's kid, so they have this obsession over preacher's daughters. And my dad wanted me to marry, and he introduced us because he felt like we would be a good fit. I thought that he was just a member of my dad's church. I wanted to get away, but I felt trapped. I don't even look the same. I looked depressed and I was losing weight. I also believed that I was HIV positive here and I did not know, and you can tell from my cheekbones. I'm starting to look sick. And this is when I was pregnant with our daughter, Elizabeth. When I found out that my dad and my husband at the time were sleeping together, I felt betrayed. I felt disgusted. I felt like I wasn't worth anything, and I didn't believe in the word loyalty anymore. I don't talk to my dad anymore, but my ex-husband does pop in and pop out. I did lock him up. I was really nervous when I first told Brendan that I have a horrible past.
I was more so shocked than anything. It did make me angry. That's supposed to be her father. And for him to set her up the way he did, it was, honestly, it was horrible.
I'm still strong, more than ever.
I love her honesty, her bravery, and her goofiness, even though she's sometimes
Aggravating. I wanted people to know that there is life after HIV. I'm married to a man who is HIV negative. I have 3 children who is HIV negative. A lot of people didn't understand why I told the world that I am HIV positive. This video got the most hate comments. Not being funny, but he voluntarily invited HIV into his life. Was he positive already? Not judging, just curious.
it's a lot of ignorant people who just think HIV is a death sentence.
A lot of people think that we do this for clout, which is weird, because who want to get clout off having HIV?
A lot of people think it's fake, honestly.
Yeah. Comments like, you're selfish for having kids, you're selfish for being married to a man who is HIV negative, let him be with a woman who's HIV negative.
I feel like at the end of the day, this is a grown, willing, uncoerced, unpersuaded, unmanipulated individual that chose to be with this woman after she disclosed what she disclosed to him. And he already said his reaction. He said he was angry at the father for setting up this situation with his wife. And for the father, that's your daughter. So at the end of the day, I mean, anybody can say what they want, but like she said, she still was able to find love and be married and have the family that she desired on her own without her father after the fact. And it seems like they're happy and it's working for them. So who are those people, or who am I to judge their relationship, especially if the husband, who did not come into this situation like how she was with the same diagnosis, and look at them, they're happy, they want to be with each other. He clearly is displaying that he wants to be with her. He's clearly displaying that he's not going to leave her. He's clearly displaying that he's on her side, he's on her team, and he wouldn't have went as far as marry her if that really was a red flag or a deal breaker, you know? So you have to respect the relationship at some point. You have no choice. And who clout chases a diagnosis like that? Like, are y'all kidding me? And like the husband said, it's the ignorance. Like, what? Boy, bye. Girl, bye.
Sometimes I would read people saying that I need to die and that I don't deserve my husband, even after everything that I have been through with my past marriage. I feel sorry for him.
That's
now. He's
wrong.
gonna catch it too.
And evil.
People make me feel like I am not human. They make me feel like I don't belong here. And
For somebody to bully somebody like that, just because they felt comfortable about displaying their truth to the world, and you got the audacity to threaten them and to say that you hope that this woman dies and that she don't deserve her husband, like, who are you? Who are you, the maker of her truth? Who are you to be the executioner of her life? Salty or nah? Maybe you're not married. Maybe you're not happy in your marriage. Maybe you're not happy in your relationship. Do you even have a person? Can you even get a person, the person that made this comment? That's wrong. That's wrong. That's clear hate. You hope this stranger that you don't know from a hole in the wall dies. And you also said that she don't deserve her husband. Her husband feel like she was willing and able and deserving of him. And any other adjective you guys want to add. He chose to be with her, just like I just said before this. It's dangerous in this online world. Y'all stay strapped up.
that I am a walking disease, that if I touch them, they're gonna get it as well. And that hurts.
I never knew that social media could be so brutal.
But after a while, the judgment really didn't affect us at all.
He better accept you. He gave it to you.
A lot of people don't really pay attention, but a lot of people think that I'm the one that gave it to her.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know that children also take HIV medicine even though they're not positive. They have to take it the first 3 weeks of them being born.
Even though they are negative, you have to go through a process as a HIV woman having children. I support you, honey, no matter what. I am positive as well, and my husband is negative. Thank you for uplifting me. Social
See?
media definitely
She's not
have
the
made
only
my
one.
marriage stronger.
See, that's a clear example. She's not the only one. And there's others that's out there just like her situation. So I like the uplifting messages.
Because it just tested everything. It just made us love each other even more because people want our marriage to fail so bad. All right, sit back, girls. Get closer. God, like y'all gonna bite each other. Say cheese. What is like to see your mom talk about having HIV?
I don't know, but he shouldn't know that kind of stuff.
You think so? Okay. Do you think people treat mommy different
Yes.
for having HIV? How they make you feel that they treat mommy bad?
Man.
So we're about to go to the park to meet my mom. At first, my mom thought that Brandon wasn't genuine. She thought my husband was a serial killer. She did not understand why would someone want to be with someone with HIV and 2 kids. Your shoes are wrong feet, baby. She definitely was being judgmental, but she didn't know the education behind HIV and AIDS. So she was just being like everyone else who doesn't know how it works.
I thought it was too good to be true, pretty much. I was like, okay, do he know what's going on? Wait a minute, are you sure? But he was a pretty cool guy.
My mom was there when the doctor told me that I was HIV positive. I can tell that she wanted to cry and slide down the wall, but she was trying to be strong for me because she could not believe that the doctor just told her daughter this.
Honestly, I was devastated, but I had to pretty much be strong for her. I put my strongness on. Hey, Mom. Hey. What's going on? Hey.
So, how do you feel about me being positive and him being negative?
At first, I was afraid. I think that's when I asked you. I said, you sure he knows? Because, yeah. But I could tell that he was in love with you when when you told him. Maybe because of what people say. It's not, it's not that I thought he was crazy, because you're a great woman, actually. You're the best. And I knew you would have been an awesome wife because you watched me. But, most people would be like, oh, no, I can't do it. Or I've heard people say, ew, why would he put himself in that type of predicament or whatever. Yeah.
How do you feel about how his family did me?
I didn't want to say that because I like peace. I could have just went in on his family because of the way that they were doing, and to hear you cry, you know. But what made me not do it is him, because at the end of the day, he always had your back.
The reaction that my family gave was not a good reaction. It was more so of a biased reaction when it comes down to the situation, due to the fact they were not educated.
How old were you and how old was my dad when y'all conceived me?
Well, me and your dad started at 15. I was 15. I was looking for love at a church because I was hurt. Things caught up with him, you know, and he went to jail. But I still didn't think he was wrong because I was still young. I was still a child. But now that, you know, during therapy and everything else that happened, you know, I see that.
I was shocked at some of the things that you went through, Ma. And the fact that you still here made me realize that I can be strong too.
Yeah, I had to be strong because your siblings, I had to be strong. You know, we all went through a lot. I was lost when when you first came. I was lost. I felt like I was by myself. You know, his letters used to come from jail, and I just gave up. You know, but I didn't give up on you, and I'm still not giving up. But this dude right here, I mean, even through your emotional roller coasters, he stood there, and that's what I knew, you know. They're inseparable. No matter who comes in, say something, you can't pull them apart, no matter what. That's what I love about him.
This was actually a dream to make this poster board. I had this 3 years ago. Okay. I want the world to know that the stigma is a lie. We get to drum on, say cheese. And that you can be HIV positive and still marry a man who's HIV negative. And you can have children who also could be HIV negative. I felt passionate. I was about to go in. Brandon changed my life to show me that I can be safe. I can be happy.
I love how nurturing and caring she actually can be. We get each other.
We are the black sheeps. I'm hoping to show people there is life after HIV.
Well, that was an intense one. Was not expecting it at all, but thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Love Don't Judge with me. Tell me how you feel in the comments about this episode. Tell me what you would like for me to see. Tell me your favorite color. Comment down your favorite color. Let's get some engagement with y'all. I want y'all talking to me. Like I said before, I'm a yapper. I'm Amari. This is Amari the Great. And thank you for watching another episode with me. And again, stay tuned. Bye.